Hello, Steve White, TREKBOI89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, here I am in my Star Trek uniform with my favourite Star Trek prop. Yes, I know it's Kelvinverse, but I do think they had the best costume and the best props. So I'll give them that. I'll give them those props. Now, I saw on StarTrek.com that they were doing a Star Trek Day, Star Trek Story, hashtag Star Trek Story thing, where you basically tell what your Star Trek story is, what Star Trek means to you. I thought I'd do that because why not? They apparently might include them on some of the Star Trek platforms, so why not? Well, it's hard when you think about what Star Trek means to you. If it's something you've grown up with your whole life. I watched the original series, then Next Gen, Voyager, all the Star Treks, the movies, everything. It inspired me at a time when I probably was, yes, it's cliched, most troubled. I was an artistic, creative kid in primary school. I got a lot of attention for that and validation, I guess. But by the time I got to high school, I was pretty much seen not in any negative, positive lights. But I discovered Star Trek. A couple of things happened. They brought it back into my life. I'd seen it when I was younger, and I just got really inspired, and I would just sit down and just draw pictures of Star Trek all day. And it reminded people around me that I actually had talent as an artist, and people who had been writing me off for a while suddenly had something to validate me over and sort of, I don't know, be nicer to me, which is sad. They needed something, but apparently they did, and they had something. Apparently I was an artist. So I suddenly got attention. I suddenly was passing in subjects that that weren't affected by my art, but I was apparently acceptable now, and I was allowed to basically do well. It was quite strange. But the reason that all that happened, the reason why I did nothing but sit and watch Star Trek all day and draw pictures was because I wanted to be in that universe. I grew up in a small town that was very racist and all white, and I felt I wasn't a part of it, and I didn't know what my place in the future would be as like a young gay boy, but and an artist as well, an intellectual, all things which are all frowned upon and you didn't want to be, or you was told you shouldn't be. And I was all those things, and Star Trek told me that's good. You can be that, and you can be yourself, and that we have infinite diversity, infinite combinations, that basically the future, it will get better, everything will get better, and there is a place for you, basically. And there's that idea, that basic idea that everything is going to get better, humanity is going to get better, just the idea that tomorrow is going to be better. That message was enough. And I get into specifics of what episode said this, what movie said that, what character showed me this, but it was just that basic idea that I just understood. I just assumed that was the truth, that was the case, that was how things were going to go. Why wouldn't things progress in that same manner? Why wouldn't people see the universe, our planet, our world, our society the same way as me and want to go in the same direction? I've since, as an adult, learned not everyone thinks like that, not even within the Star Trek fan club and within the Star Trek franchise. It's very split. But it happened for me. It came at a time I needed it, and it helped me find motivation and to just have a better attitude and just get into university through my art and my talent, and get out of that town and get where I'm living now in the city, and just a different world. It just kept me positive and it just changed my attitude and gave me hope, basically. Just gave me hope. And that's what I think Star Trek does when it's at its best. And like people said, it's a humanist show, or was a humanist show. It shows people examples and gives people the chance to think for themselves, and it's just brilliant, and I love it. And that's what it means to me. It means hope. It means tomorrow. And yeah, it pretty much saved my life. And I'm not the only person who, from the old days of the old fandom, can say that. It didn't save me from a drug addiction or some of those problems that people have talked about. It didn't save me from being a prisoner of the Vietnam War or something like some people have talked about. There are a lot of really beautiful, touching stories about Star Trek and how it's affected people that I've heard over the years. Mine's not that great, but, you know, it's my story. So I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you, Star Trek. Happy 54th anniversary, 54th birthday.